Hey coin collectors, welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today is the 1974 Lincoln penny from the United States of America, and is a real famous Lincoln penny from 1974 that a lot of people have heard about, and that's the aluminum penny from 1974. They are very rare, illegal to own, and we'll talk about them too as we go through this video. But let's start with this one way over here on the left, and this is from Philadelphia. In 1974, Philadelphia did not put a mint mark on their coins. So when you see this coin here, you know, without a mint mark, you know that it's from Philadelphia. At the top of the coin, it says, "In God We Trust." It says Liberty behind Lincoln, and then 1974 here. This is a 95% copper, 5% zinc penny. They made over $4 billion at Philadelphia. And so these are really easy to get, and they are not going to be worth much in almost any instance. But if you get one up to a Mint State 65 level and get it graded, it's probably worth about $18. And if you get it to a Mint State 68, which is the best coin they've ever found in a Mint State 68 red, it could be worth $6,500. But it has to be really, really good, and you're never going to get one that good in your change. You may find one in a mint set or in some in a coin roll or something like that that somebody has set aside, but you're not going to find one in your change. They also made this coin at the Denver Mint. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, the D mint mark, and you can see that D mint mark here. This is not a very great looking coin either. If we tip it up on its side, we see it has a smooth edge, and then you get to the back and you see it says United States of America, 1 cent, E pluribus unum right there. It's the motto of the United States. And then way over to the side, you can see there's an F and a G, and that's for Frank Gasparo, the engraver of this coin. And then way down in the center, you will see Lincoln sitting on some Georgia marble chair inside the Lincoln Monument. At the Denver Mint, they also made $4.25 billion. So between the two mints, 8.5 billion coins. The best Denver coin goes for about $5,000, and it's a Mint State 68. A good version of this coin, like a very, very good version of this coin at Mint State 65, only goes for $15. So again, not hugely collectible, the Philly or the Denver. Now, in 1974, they still made regular circulating coins at the San Francisco Mint. And the way that you can tell is it just won't have the shine of the proof coin. So this is a 1974 S. They made over 400 million at the San Francisco Mint. Mint State 65 worth about $16. Mint State 67 about $4,500. So if you get the best of any of these coins, any of the three of these, you're going to be talking about the thousands of dollars. But again, they won't come to you in your change. They'll have to have been set aside by somebody or come from a mint set. 1974, they also made proof coins to San Francisco Mint. And if you get one of those, it'll be incredibly shiny. It should still be in the proof set or have been broken out and marked as from a proof set. They made 2.6 million proof pennies. The best of those could be worth up to $10,000. So that's where a lot of the money goes in the 1974 pennies, to the proof 70, the best proof level you can ever get. There are 7 of those, and they're worth about $10,000. Now I'm going to show you those aluminum coins and because we actually have a picture of one of those from the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service website. Here, take a look at that. Here's a picture of one of those aluminum pennies from the PCGS website, and you can see it's a 1974D aluminum penny. You can also see that it is not in any way brown or red-brown. It's a silverish aluminum color and could never be mistaken for a copper penny or a copper and zinc penny. So if you see one of these, you'll know it. Now, Could it be mistaken for one of the war pennies that was made of steel? Yeah, that's possible, but it won't have a year 1974 on it with the D. So if you're looking for these, you won't find one, but they're great to look at online. And one of the best articles to look at is the Coin Week article on the 1974 aluminum pennies. All right, let's get back to our pennies. Okay, I did mention in that when we looked at those, I did mention the steel pennies from 1943, and this is one of those. These pennies were coated with magnesium, and they were made of steel. This one is a recoated one, and if you ever get one that looks this good, you can be almost positive it was recoated. How can you tell? Well, you can look and you can see that Lincoln's all worn down underneath, and this coating is new because you can just look at it like that. It didn't look quite as good new. And then if you get it on the back, you'll see it's the old wheat cent. So, of course, in 1974 was the memorial cent, the 1943, the wheat cent. So there's a lot of ways you could tell the difference. This does weigh a similar amount. This weighs about 0.99 grams, which is similar to the 0.93 that the aluminum weighed. But it won't have the 1943 on it if it's aluminum, and it won't have the wheat ears on the back. The aluminum cents that they made them at both Denver and at Philadelphia, so you can get one without a mint mark. They did have one without a mint mark and one with a mint mark. Now, it turns out that in the early 2000s, somebody came forward with one of those with the Denver aluminum cent, and the US Mint said that it was illegal to own and sued the man to get it back. So that one was taken back, and the US Mint owns it. There's one at the Mint, there's one at the Smithsonian, and then there's one that's owned by a private citizen. A US Capitol police officer found a coin on the ground that he saw a legislator drop and went to give it back to him, and the legislator said, just keep it. That coin just happened to be there on the day that the US Mint had brought aluminum coins to all the legislators to try to convince them to start making aluminum coins because it was so much cheaper to make. So all the legislators in the US House got an aluminum coin to look at. They all said, we don't like them, we don't want them, you can't make them to the Mint. And so the Mint took them all back and melted them all down except for 3. All right, so if you're looking for these coins out there, look for them in incredibly good condition. They'll be worth some money. If you get them in this condition, just get the best one you can. And you don't need to keep any of the other ones. You might as well spend them, except maybe you won't even spend them because they are doing away with the penny at the end of 2025. So maybe you just keep all your pennies in case they ever have any value in the future. Have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.